Introducing our candidates.
Hello, good morning. I represent the Spork Party. Here we have Preston for the Supreme Empress of the Special Protections of Revolutionary Cutlery Party. Thank you.
Hello, I represent the Separation of Silverware Party, and our candidate is Dipsy, running for the Pope of the Separation of Silverware Party.
How will your plan impact the economy?
Thank you. As you can see, sporks use less plastic than spoons and forks. Additionally, we plan to open many spork factories, and this will create jobs. Thank you.
Contrary to what my foe says here, sporks waste so much plastic when silverware is much more durable. And why would you build so many new spork factories when so many factories exist already for forks and spoons? Forks and spoons also require much more labor than plastic forks. It will create more jobs than just building a simple factory. Thank you. What is your party's stance on the government's involvement in protecting our environment?
As everyone knows, sporks have been banned in several schools in Florida because they are not eco-friendly. However, our spork production agency is working closely with the Indian food company Bakey to create a line of edible sporks.
The fact of the matter about sporks is, what do you think you do with a spork after you're done using it? Do you wash it off and put it back in your drawer? 98% of Americans say, no, you throw it away. With silverware, and permanent silverware, not plastic inbred hybrids, permanent silverware lasts decades, even hundreds of years. It does not negatively impact the environment nearly as much as plastic sporks. Thank you.
Are you saying there are no silver sporks? Maybe in our new spork production factories, we're going to be making silver sporks. Just go ahead and assume that sporks aren't durable. Furthermore, calling us inbred cross hybrids. That's just mudslinging, and locker room talk has no place in politics.
Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe that, not where she just spoke, but the time before that, she said that she was working with Indian companies to produce edible sporks. Now, please tell me, is silver or any kind of metal edible? Because you just said that in these new factories you will produce metal more durable sporks,
Well, yeah,
which are not edible.
The edible forks are for the public schools and the eco-friendly tree hugger people.
So you're assuming that all the people who support you are tree huggers, which is generally viewed as a negative.
I'm gonna let this one go to Logan. my secretary.
Sports for the plants. Thank you.
Despite the fact that her sporkretary just made needles go everywhere, they're currently stabbing me in the feet. For the plants is what they say. Yet, the majority of the waste from sporks or any other disposable utensil, all of that garbage is thrown into our environment, causing plants to die and dry out. As you've seen with this plant here, it is all over. They have killed it. Thank you.
May I go? May I use?
No.
No.
Give me the fork.
Please do not.
As a component does not like play by the fair rules of democracy, they will not allow me to bring this evidence up into light, but they talk about the durability of their silverware. But yet, the very own Vice Pope has broken her fork. This fork is perfectly intact. Thank you.
Yes, some silverware breaks, but a very small percentage of our silverware breaks. That fork is so old, older than everybody in this room. Are you saying that things should be absolutely indestructible, not being able to be destroyed by anything?
That's what plastic is.
Plastic is not that.
Plastic is that.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, you're correct. In our environments, plastic is indestructible, which is why it kills our environments. Not immediately, but slowly, because it stays there, and the ecosystem cannot break it down. Thank you.
So you just admitted that plastic kills the environment, right? Her forks and spoon are plastic. And if you would come stand next to your popeship,
I am not Pope.
your intentive of popeship.
I have brought the moderator up with me.
Can you move the moderator for a second?
The moderator is here.
Can you move
To
the
protect
moderator over here for a second?
My decency.
Your cross is made of plastic.
My cross
Your life
is
is a
not
lie.
made of plastic.
Your cross is made of plastic.
No, it is not.
Your religious symbol kills the environment. Sports for plants.
By saying that my religious symbol kills the environment is absurd. The cross that I wear is passed down from generation to generation of potential popes. It is a
No!
centerpiece.
No! That fork and spoon are plastic and you know it! Look at it! Look at it! Look at that shine!
As I was saying
Fake
before,
news.
I was so rudely interrupted by the sporkretary.
Plastic!
Now, would you please hand me one of your sporks?
You won't let us see your cross. Why would we let you see our sport?
This is violence started by their party. Do you want a party to be elected that will easily break things and throw them.
Lies! Slander!
You saw yourself how her sporkretary threw this.
I fight for the people's rights.
The sporkretary
I am not afraid to fight for
threw
you.
it
Vote for Sports
at
Party.
me. A person who is not inciting violence with my opposing party. Now, I would like to invite Preston up here. Please. And bring a spork as well.
declines.
Because Preston knows that I will expose them for the lies that they have previously told.
Your party's rudeness.
Thank you. Argue about the versatility of your party utensil.
We have the age-old dilemma of. We have the age-old dilemma of soup. Who wants to spoon their chicken noodle soup? What do you do with the chicken?
You see, you use a spoon, like this one here, to spoon out both the noodles and the broth. After you eliminate the majority of the noodles, you are able...
The moderator is
Two.
attached to his arm.
That is not true.
Fake news!
Just boost your.
Why is the opposing party trying to rip the moderator?
Look at it! It's fake news! Fake news! It's rigged! This election is rigged!